Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and welcome to this lecture in which I am going to discuss with you the book list which is required to prepare and then crack the examination of NABARD Grade A. So in this lecture I'll be discussing with you important list of books for phase 1 as well as phase 2, as there has to be an integrated preparation for both the phases, right? So guys, before we proceed, I would request you to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get a lot of videos which are provided on a daily basis, and also do join our Telegram channel. The link of the channel is in the description of this video. So there you can download the content that is free and of course useful for many examinations, especially NABARD Grade A, RBI Grade B and SEBI Grade A, right? So introducing you to EduTap's Hall of Fame. Guys, EduTap has been providing in past 4 years consistently highest selections in India. This year, in the year 2020, 65 selections were made out of total 69 seats. So we are proud to announce this result. Okay, I hope you are also there in this Hall of Fame soon. So guys, telling you about the NABARD Grade A courses, we are currently offering 15% off on early birds, that is the students who are going to join the course for the very first time, while for our old subscribers there is 30% off. So do check out our website for the same. Okay, coming to the book list. Before we move to the book list, I would just like to brush up and tell you again that what all is there in phase 1 and phase 2 so that you can better understand what I'm gonna tell you today. So guys, in phase 1 there are 7 subjects: Quant Reasoning, English, General Awareness, Economics, Social Issues, Agriculture, Rural Development and Computer Knowledge. So these are the subjects that are tested in phase 1. You can see here 200 marks, 200 questions are there, but very important thing is that English, Economics, Social Issues and Agriculture, Rural Development are of 40 marks each. Okay, so that means they are very important. Coming to phase 2 guys, in phase 2 there are 2 papers. One is of ESI and ARD. It's an objective based paper, 100 marks, while there is another descriptive paper that is of English, right? It is of 100. I'm sorry, it's written 40 here, it is 100. Now guys, what do you get from here? You get to know that ESI and ARD are very important. For phase 2 there is a complete paper of 100 marks, while in phase 1 ESI and ARD together contain 80 marks. They weigh 80 marks, which are really good, okay, if you make these subjects strong. So we will note down the book list which are common for both these subjects, also for both the phases, and also I'll tell you about the different phase 1 subjects, right? So let's start with phase 1 only subjects, right? Because Quant, Reasoning, English language is tested in terms of grammar, etc. in phase 1 only. Computer knowledge, similarly General Awareness. So guys, I would suggest you that for Quant aptitude you can refer to R.S. Agarwal and Arihant publication. So these are the books that can help you in referring, in making your base for these subjects, and then obviously you have to take a lot of mock tests also. For reasoning, again there's a book by R.S. Agarwal and there's another book that is called Kiran's Tricky Approach. So these are the books that you can use to make your quant and reasoning strong, or I can say decent enough. Then guys, English language I would not suggest you, because if you are from English background, okay, then English medium only, then I can say that you can refer to tests, mock test, and get to know what type of questions are there. But if you have this language very weak, then you have to refer to newspapers so that you can make your vocab good. There is no as such specific book that can help you go through this paper, but to make your basics strong, you can refer to any book that is available out there in the market. But of course, that book you cannot expect that questions are going to be there from that book. You have to widen your vocabulary, you have to read the newspapers, and of course all other subjects are also in English, so that will help you in building a base, right? Coming to computer knowledge. So guys, computer knowledge is of 20 marks and the questions are not in depth. So any book like Arihant publications or Lucent, which is available in market, will help you. You can buy the computer awareness dedicated book, or even if you go for this GK general knowledge books, they have this section called computer knowledge. So that will suffice, okay? Then general awareness, if we talk about, so guys, general awareness for phase 1 is of 20 marks, okay? So current affairs, monthly PDF you have to cover, monthly magazines are there, okay? And for static, you can refer to Arihant publications again, because in static questions are about the things that do not change: the location, the capital of the country, or the currency of the country, all these things, right? So guys, for current affairs, I would suggest you, if you are referring to monthly PDF, you have to understand that for GA only, 20 marks wala, there are a lot of things which are in common with ESI and ARD, because general awareness itself says that you have to be aware generally. So it will include the issues related to ESI, the issues related to ARD. So again, I would request you, I would advise you to integrate this GA current affairs preparation with ESI ARD current affairs preparation also, right? So this is about the basic book list for phase 1 only parts, right? Next, I'll move to the ESI and ARD, which are common for phase 1 and phase 2, right? So first of all, let's talk about ESI static. So guys, this weightage of ESI static is not much, right? And it comes in phase 1 and phase 2 both. Most of the questions as per the trend of the paper are from current affairs of ESI, okay? But still, to make a base, to know like what things are there, to have a basic understanding of economy and society in India, you can refer to Indian Economy by Ramesh Singh. This book is easily available on, either you can buy online. All the books which I have told you, they are easily accessible, right? So you can buy online on Amazon, Flipkart, whatever you refer to, or even you can go to some nearby bookstore. You can get these books available. So Indian Economy by Ramesh Singh. Okay, this is a widely read book. Then Social Problems in India by Ram Ahuja. This is a book which will make you aware about the issues related to society which are going in India, especially the vulnerable section, gender, old age people, tribal, etc. Right? So here again, I would like to reiterate that current affairs are more important, and again there will be very less questions which will be directly from these books. Rather, you can use these books to build your knowledge base to understand the current affairs, right? So this is about static. There is another part called ESI current, because ESI itself is divided into static and current. Similarly, ARD static and current. So I have divided my lecture also that way. Coming to current affairs of ESI. So guys, first of all, you have to know that what all constitute current affairs, what all are going to be asked in the current affairs. If you know that, then you can easily know, refer to the things that you need to cover. So fortunately or unfortunately, there is no specific book for current affairs. Okay? You have to refer to various things for this, but first let us see what things do you need to prepare from the sources that you are referring. So latest union budget and economic survey. The latest means the one that is available before your examination. Reports and rankings and indices, national as well as international. Then government summits and conferences. So whatever summits and conferences there related to your syllabus are important. Government schemes, old and new. Why have I written old and new? Because newly released schemes are the ones which are in current affairs. They have recently been launched. While the old schemes are usually your flagship schemes. Let me give you an example. Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. It's not a newly released scheme. Like, it is not released in 2021. It was released like 4 years back, but still it is in new. So it's a flagship scheme. Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. Right. So these are the schemes you have to cover. Important committees and commissions that are set up by the government of India to look into the various matters which are related to economy and society again. GDP forecast, yes, these also play an important role. The latest forecasts by national and international bodies that you have to cover. SCCC and census latest. So latest till now 2011 census are both available, SCCC and the population one. So you can refer to them. Similarly, as and when the latest one will come out, you have to cover that. Now, where are these things available? Where can you find them? So guys, first of all, you have to refer to PIB, Press Information Bureau. This is a government website which tells you about all the things that are released by the governments, be it a scheme, be it a program, be it a summit, anything, right? PRS, then PRS is a website which will help you to know about the basically bills that are launched by the government. Farmer bill aaya tha, there was a lot of controversy. So that bill, it's all the features of the bills are covered there, right? A depth more than PIB can be there. Then guys, NABARD website is very important because that will tell you about your flagship schemes. So what schemes are there? do just go through the website. NABARD website is very important. Then standard newspapers like Hindu Business Line, Economic Times. Why have I written these? Because the topics which are important for your examination are covered very well in these newspapers. So you should have a habit of reading newspapers so that you have a good command over English. You are well aware about the things going on in the country. So these will help you. Finally, Vikaspedia. So Vikaspedia is again a government website for the schemes. So once you find out the schemes, the latest ones will be there in the like this newspaper. Then to know the details, you can go to Vikaspedia, or you can even go to the ministry website which has launched it. Pradhan Mantri, let's say Mudra Yojana has been launched by Ministry of Finance. You can refer to Ministry of Finance to know the details of the scheme. So these are the things. It is not exactly book that you need to refer, but there are various sources which are like your book, and you have to cover them with the full decency and full sincerity. Okay, taking you to agriculture part. So agriculture, basically ARD, agriculture and rural development, are the things mentioned in our syllabus, but rural development is again more about current affairs part, right? So what all things can you refer to make your agriculture static part strong? So there are few books, guys, like Agriculture at a Glance by R.K. Sharma, then Fundamentals of Agriculture, it's by Arun Katyayan, Elements of Agri-Engineering, Dr. Jagdishwar Sahai, this is the one you can see here, Gloucester's Horticulture, it's by P. Muthu Kumar and R. Selva Kumar. Again, these are available online. Don't cover these books end to end, okay, or don't just order all these books and start reading them. No, you have to be selective as per your syllabus. Animal husbandry textbook is there, G.C. Banerjee. Then competitive book of agriculture, Nemraj Sunda. So usually these are the books which are referred by students. The most famous book is Nemraj Sunda one, because it covers mostly all the topics here, right? Because agriculture, engineering, then your animal husbandry, agri-engineering, these are the topics given in your syllabus. You can refer to them. Don't read them cover to cover, line by line. Rather read them to have a basic understanding of the agriculture, right? Because in examinations, this examination, you don't have to answer a lot of technical questions, but the questions which are not very general but can be answered if you read the things properly, right? Of course, if you are a part of our course, then everything is covered there. So for phase 1 and phase 2, again ARD comes in your phase 1 as well as phase 2, 40 marks in phase 1, then phase 2 has 100 marks. So usually 50-50 division is there in agriculture and ESI. So this is gonna help you a lot. Taking you to the ARD current affairs part. Here rural development is basically focused. So again, I will tell you what all you need to cover and then from where can you cover them, right? Again, both the phases so that you do not get confused. So guys, latest budget and economic survey. The difference in ESI and ARD part is that in ESI, the topics which are related to society, employment generation, education will be important. But while covering ESI, while covering ARD economic survey terms, in terms of economic survey, you have to see the specific findings, specific schemes related to agriculture or rural sector. That will be that you should have. Okay, where are they available? They are available on government website. There's a separate website for budget, separate website for survey, and of course they are also released on your press information bureau. Okay. Then latest SCCC census, agriculture census is there, livestock census, handloom census. So all these have separate dedicated websites by the government. You should know that what type of things you need to pick up. Latest MSP is released. This is very important. Again, these are released on the government websites, but the latest one just available before the examination. Similarly, on the lines of MSP's latest advanced estimates which are released. They can be handbook of agriculture, handbook of horticulture, fishery statistics, etc. So there are questions based on these also. Okay. Schemes related to agriculture and allied sector and rural India development and agriculture sectors of rural India. I have told you schemes are very important for NABARD, be it ARD, be it ESI. You have to cover old flagship schemes plus new schemes that have been recently launched. Matsya Sampada Yojana, let's say, recently launched hai. Agri Infrastructure Fund recently launched, so you should cover them. And old, of course, MG Narega is a scheme for employment generation in rural areas majorly. So that you have to cover. Then latest reports which are related to agriculture and rural sector. That is NAFI's survey. It's a survey by NABARD only. It's called NABARD Annual Financial Inclusion Survey. Okay. Agri Marketing and Farmer Friendly Reforms Index, free. It is related to Niti Aayog. So such reports and indices which are related to agri sector, rural sector, that you have to cover. And finally, annual reports which are released by NABARD. So NABARD website is important. MORD annual report, Rural Development and Agri Farmers Welfare Ministry. Out of these three reports, NABARD is the most important one, right? Now, where do you find all these things? I've already told you most of the things are available on their dedicated website. Survey mil jayega, budget you'll get, SECC, census, agri census, all these things are there. Apart from that, what you can refer is again PIB, PRS, NABARD website, as I told you, to get a hold of the schemes. Again, they have mentioned there, or what all NABARD is in use for. Then ministry websites to cover the schemes at length. There are dedicated websites also where, for example, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana. So that scheme has its own website. You can refer there. And finally, Vikaspedia. So these are the sources, or I can say these are the substitutes of books that you have to cover for covering the current affairs, right? So I really hope that you found this video useful. You can streamline your preparation through the knowledge of these sources and the content in them. Wish you all the very best. Feel free to reach us at hello@edutap.co.in for any query. Okay, and that's it guys. Bye bye. Thank you.